Hello, welcome to Career Strategist. Myself Arvind Singh, and we are discussing questions of 66th BPSC main examination, and we are presently discussing question of statistics. This is the question number 14. The first two questions we have already discussed in the different videos. Now this is the third question which has been asked today. So let us discuss and of students in MBA class who sought employment in areas of finance, marketing, and software. The second table gives the average starting salary of the students per month in rupees in these areas, and the third table gives the number of students who passed out in each year. So this is the basically describe the first table describe the it is given the different areas of MBA students who sought employment in different areas. So first table is about area of that is section, and second is salary, about salary, initial salary, and that is for initial salary, and the third one is number of students passed every year. Okay, so now we have to look for the questions. What are the questions which is asked in this question? Calculate the number of students who got job in finance less than the students getting marketing job in 5 years. So total number of students who got job in finance less than, calculate the number of students who get job in finance, right, less than the number of students getting marketing job in 5 years. So that we have to calculate total 5 year sum of number of students who get job in finance. So how can you got it? Area that is section in which it is given, that is a percentage basically. So first is the percentage of distribution of students in different areas right now. So the second table, who sought percentage of students, it is given here. So remember this is a percentage of students given here, and this percentage of students is what? Percentage of students. So in finance, how many percentage? So 5 year, if we are looking for this, we have what is the data exactly, that it cannot be exact calculated, but we can assume it as 650 around right now. So because it is in middle almost as per this graph, so between 600 to 700 you can assume it, this data as 650 I can assume. It may be 651, 654 or 58 or 59 or even 60 or even 40, but there is no option in which we can choose it as per scale if the graph is not subcategorized, that is given marked. So we can have only assume on the basis of this. So it may be 660 or something 650, but we can take any one of the value. Even 650 we can take, there is no chance, and the number will be given because it is in almost middle, so exactly cannot be calculated. And statistics is not for exact calculation, it is for approximate ideas. So that is why the number of students who got job in finance. So first year there are in 1992 the students are 900, and in finance 22% students got job. 22% of the students who got job in finance. In second year 650 was this, that is 1993, where the job in finance is 17%. So we have to calculate 22% of 900, 17% of 650, and similarly 23% of this value, that is 1100, and 19% of 1200, and then because this is 1200, and now then 32% of this is 1000. So let me calculate all this value, and that is 22% of 900. So total number of students who got job in 5 years. So first question, we get right, total number of students who got job students who got job in finance in 5 year is equal to what? That is 900 and the 22% of 900, so 22 by 100. Now this the 650 and that is 17%, 17 by 100 plus the another one is this data is then 650 and then there is 1100, 1200 and 1000, and this is 23, 19 and 32. So 1100 and 23% of this 23% plus 1200 and 19%, and that is 32%. So 32 by 100. So this data will come up like 2020 cancels out. Here 1010 is cancels out, and that can be cancelled as 2, 13. So here it will be also 9 to 18 and 9 to 18, 119. So 198 will be 13 into 13. This is 221 divided by 2 is 111 approx. Exactly it is 110.5. So we can take it 11. And this is 23, that is 253, isn't it? And 23 into 10 to 30 plus 23 is 253. And this is 12, 9 ja 108 and 10, 12 1 ja 12 and 10, 22. So this will be 320. Now 9, 8, 1, 9 and 3, 12 and 8, 20. So it will be 0, carry 2, 2 and 9, 11, 1, 12, 12 plus 5, 17, 17 and 2, 19, 19 and 2, 21. So carry 1, 2, carry 2, 3 to 5, 2, 7, 2, 9, 1, 10, 1, 11. So it is 1110. This is the total number of students who got job in finance. Similarly, the total number of students who got job in marketing in year 5 year, right? So let us see the question first. Otherwise I could. What is the student got finance less than a student got in marketing? So then students get job in marketing. So in marketing, what is the percentage? 36, 48, 43, 37 and 32. These are the percentage. In successive year numbers will be same. So here it will be, again we can write it that 900 multiply by 36%, 36 by 100, and then this is 650, 48%, 48 by 100 plus then 43. So this will be 1100 multiply by 43%, so 43 by 100, then 1200 multiply by 37, so 37 by 100 plus 1000 multiply by 32%, so 32 by 100. This was the data 36. So we can calculate. So that will be, again you can calculate like the same, and it will be 0 0 cancels, this will be 0, this will be 0 cancel, this will be 2 and that will be 13. That cancels by 24 times, and now 0 0 cancel, this 2 0 2 0 cancel, and that 2 0 2 0 also cancel. This is 1000. So 9 6 ja 54, so 4 carry 5, 9 3 ja 27 and 5 32. Okay, now this is 13 4 ja 52, so 2 carry 5, 13 2 ja 26 and plus 5 31. So this will be 430 plus 43, 473. 430 10 times plus 43, 430 plus 43 is 473. Now this will be 12 7 ja 84, 4 carry 8 and 12 3 ja 36 and 8 44, right? Now this is 320. So the total sum is 428, 311, 4 11 and 4 15. So this will be 312, 444 and 320. So the sum will be 4 plus 2 6 and 3 9, 9 4 13 3, and this is 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 7 10, 14, and 2 16, and 1 17, and then 1 is left. So 3 plus 1 4, 3 7, and 7 and 4 11, and 4 15, and 3 18. So 1873. So the difference, the number of students who placed, who got job in finance less than marketing, marketing is given by, is equal to 1873 minus 1110. That is this is 63. So it will be 63 and 763. That will be answer, right now. So that is the first question, and you have answered it. The first question is answered like 763, the answer of this question. Second part, what was the percentage increase in average salary of in finance from 1992 to 1996? What was the percentage increase in average salary of finance from 1992 to 1996? So salary table is second one right now, and in finance 5450. So we can make a table in which first year can be written, then finance can be written, then increase can be written. Okay, so let me draw a table first and then I'll get back to you. So okay, this is the table, and on the basis of this table we can put the value, and value in finance is here, that is 5450, 6380, 7550, 8920, 92 to 96. So first let me write here year, that is 92 to 96. This is year, and this is average salary, initial salary, average salary, right? Okay, so and here percentage increase or decrease, increase, right now, percentage increase. So we have a question like that is 5450. What is the percentage increase in average salary of finance from 1992 to 1996? 1992 to 1996, it means we have to find all increases from 1992 and onward. So we can write here 1992 to 1996. The year can be written here 1992, 1993, 1994, 1995, and 1996. And the salary was 1996. The data was given here, that 5450, and it was 6380, and it was 7550, and then it was 890, and the last one is 9810. So this is the percentage increase is equal to. So percentage increase, how much increase? Increase, there is no increase in first year, but second year there is increase. What is the difference? That is 30, this minus this, that is 30, and 63 minus 54 is 9. 930 divided by increase on what? 5450 multiply by 100%. That you need to write here. Here what will be the difference? That is 0, and 15 minus 8 is 7, and 14 minus 4 minus 3 is 1, and 7 minus 6 is also 1. Divided by 6380 multiply by 100%. Okay, now there is the difference between these two is 0, and 12 minus 5 is 7, 8 minus 5 is 3, and 8 minus 7 is 1. Divided by 7550 multiply by 100%. Again, this one is 0, 11 minus 2 is 9, 7 minus 9 is 17 minus 9 is 8, and 8 was only. Now divided by 8920 multiply by 100%. You have calculator is allowed, so you can calculate it firstly. Let me write this after calculation. That will be 17.6, and the next one is 1170 divided by 6380 multiply by 100% is 18.33%, 18.33%, and the next one is 1370 divided by 7550, that is 18.14%, 18.14, and the last one is 890 divided by 890 divided by 8920 is equal to 0.9 and 97%. So that will be answer. So you can calculate like this. I hope you got it, how to deal with this question. Next part of the question, find the average annual rate at which the initial salary offered in software increases. It means here also we have to find the increment of each and every year, and thereafter we have to find the average of that rate. So here again we have to make the similar table. The value of that is 5290, 6440, 7050, 7760 and 8640. So let us make another table of the similar type, and here is a table. So we can write the value here also, and if we write the salary offered is here that is 52 in software, that is 90, then this was 6440 and 7050, and that was 7760 and 8640. This was the salary which is given for the corresponding year. This is in software, right? So there is no increment in this year. What is the increment here? 0, 0, and 14 minus 9 is 5, and 3 minus 2 is 1, and 6 minus 5 is 1, divided by 5290 multiply by 100%. So what will come? Here again we can write 10, and this is 70 minus 60, 610 upon 6440 multiply by 100%. So that will be another value. It will be 60 minus 50 is 10, and this is 7, 710 upon 705. Again that will be 880 divided by 7 multiply by 100%. So what will come? That will be 1150 divided by 5290. So that will come up 1150 divided by 1150 divided by 5290, 5290, that is 21.73%. And the next one is 610 divided by 6440, 6440, that is 9.47%. And the third one is 710, 710 divided by 7050, 7050, and that is 10.07, 10.07%. And the last one is 880 divided by 7760, that is 11.34%, 11.34%. Now we have to calculate the average annual rate increase. So the increase is only 4 times, not 5 times. So therefore average annual rate increases. Therefore average rate, annual rate of increment is given by is 2173 plus 9.47 plus 10.07 plus 11.34 whole divided by 4, and that comes up 52.61 divided by 4, that is 13.15, and that will be answer percent, right now. So this is the average annual rate of increment is 13.15. This is the rate by which the software salary increases. Now the next question is, another question is given here, and the question is, what was the average monthly salary offered to a management gradation? Is, I think mistakenly they have written, and by mistake, because they have not written here what the others have salary. The others, apart from finance, marketing and software, The other stream of MBA is also there, and this is not given here, right now. Marketing, finance, software, and apart from that, there is also percentage of first table gives the percentage of students in MBA. The other streams are students are also there. That is 23% in 1992, 12%. So this is given, but their salary, whether they are earning something or not earning something, they are unemployed or they are getting an employment, that is not given here. So if they are getting also some salary, so that is not described in next table. Neither any information is given regarding that whether they are getting some salary job or not. So that is why this is a data inadequate question, because we can calculate the average salary in finance, marketing, software, but what about others? So that is why this question is, I think it is a question written by mistake. But as far as concerned here, graduate, management graduate, and it is said management graduate, what are the average monthly salary offered on management graduate in 1993? So in 1993, the average salary is given here, this, and this. We can calculate the number of students, multiply by the number of students as well at the rate of this average salary. But what about others? In 1993, 12% people are working in other areas, that may be in HR, in other sectors. So that information is missing here, and therefore we can say that data is inadequate. Data is not sufficient to answer this question. So for D, you can write answer as, for D, we can write answer as data is not sufficient to, data, given data is not sufficient, given data is not sufficient to calculate answer of this question, right? So you will write just this thing. I'm doubtful about this, because this question is asked for 7 marks, and just to write this line, nobody is willing to give you 7 marks. So when question is formed, something is missing, because the first table shows the different 4 varieties of data, 4 category of data, while the second table has only 3 category of data, and this is what the point of missing. So here 1, 2, 3, 4 category of data, where is the initial salary offered, that is only for 3 category of data. So one of them is missing. So while formatting question, either this table is missing, or the question setter do not understand what to do. I think BPSC people, the question setter of BPSC, although they are very talented people, but I guess they want to, this question is copied from somewhere, and just to make something innovative idea, this table is deleted, and a question is being framed as it is. So that is why this mistake is happened. And but anyway, your job is not to go into find of that investigation. You have to just write that data is insufficient, so we cannot write answer. Calculate the difference in earning by students seeking job in finance from those opting the software in 1994. The difference in earning by students seeking job in finance, right now. So difference in earning means salary multiplied by number of students. So total number of students, total earning of, we can write here, the E part of the question is, we can calculate like the number of students in finance, students in finance 1994 was how many? How many students are in 1994? 1994, the students are in 1994 was, if you see the data, In 1994, the number of students are, wait. In 1994, the number of students was 1100, right now. So number of students was 1100, total number of students, in which finance in 1994 is how many percentage? In finance is 23%. So 1100, 23% of 1100. The total number of students is 23% of 1100, right now. And in software this is 21%. So 23% and 21%. This is, so we can write here the number of students in finance is 23% of 1100. That is 23%, 23 by 100 of 1100, right? So 2020 cancels 253 students, and their average salary, the average salary, average initial salary, average initial salary was how much? You can again refer the table. Initial salary average in 1994 was offered in finance was, we have to see the table again. Salary in 1994 finance was 7550, and this is 7050. 7550 in finance. 7550. In finance it was 7550. So 7550. 7550. Right? So total earning by students in finance is equal to 7550 students at rate of 7550, 253 students will earn this much amount, and that will be how much rupees? You can multiply them, 1910150 rupees, right now. Now the total number of students, again similarly the total number of students in software in 1994, 21% of 1100, that is 210 plus 21 is 231, and total earning of students and average salary, average initial salary was offered is how much? 7050. So the total earning by students in software is equal to 7050 multiplied by 231, and that will come up is this much. And now the question was that what is the total earning in both the areas? Question was total earning in both the areas. So here was the question: calculate the difference in earning by the students. Difference. So we have to find bigger minus smaller. Difference in earning is given by, and therefore difference in earning is given by how much? Difference in earning, required difference, therefore difference in earning given by how much? 1910150 minus 1628550, and that is how much? 50 minus 50 is 00, and that will be 11 minus 5 is 6, and here 9, that will be is 1, and this is 28. So 22,81,600 is the answer of this question. I hope you got it. Okay, so hopefully you got it, and you have calculated like that also. So that's all in this question. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed this channel yet, so do subscribe it, and please press the bell icon as well, so that you will get the notification of the video as soon as it will be uploaded. And thank you very much for watching this. God bless.